It's the Texas weather discussion video for Monday, the 23rd of July. I'm Donovan Neal. Not as hot as recent days, but still pretty hot. That's because of a weak cold front that will be coming through later this morning that will be giving us a more tolerable type of hot. Here's the upper air look across the nation this morning. You can see we still have that area of high pressure that's basically centered over New Mexico. That's basically affecting much of the Texas region. It's been affecting that for the past several days now, with multiple which is about pretty much a week of record temperatures for the past week. But thankfully we should be cooling down 1 or 2 degrees, maybe a couple more degrees, as that upper high retracts over the next few days. Take a look across watch warning map. We still have heat advisories in effect for basically the greater DFW metro, but down to the south, of I-20, we do have excessive heat warnings still in effect for areas to the south of I-20, where temperatures could still reach 107, 108 degrees here over the course of today. And of course those will expire at 7 p.m. today, so that's a good thing. Take a look across convective outlooks. Marginal risks in effect for the northwest and much for parts of the eastern and southern states. Day 2, marginal risk in effect for parts of the high plains, and on day 3, marginal risk extends from northeastern Colorado to central Wisconsin. This is the average rainfall for the next 7 days, valid through Monday morning of next week. Heavier totals remain out to the northeast. Down here, with the cold front expected to come through Monday of next week, we obviously could see a bit of rainfall from that, maybe about half an inch or less for much of the North Texas area, but your rain amounts can vary. But that's next week, and a lot of change can occur. Take a look across the tropics. The deep tropics continues to remain very quiet, as no new tropical cyclones are expected during the next 5 days to the next week. So let's go on to the model output. This is the 06Z run of the GFS, valid this afternoon at 1 o'clock at 500 millibars. This is around 18 to 20,000 feet off the ground. 597 meter high, basically centered over the Four Corners region, which is very typical weather for this time of the year. Down here, as a result of that, we stay pretty quiet, mostly sunny, abundant sunshine with highs in the mid 100s. And that's pretty amazing for this time of the year. And on Tuesday, pretty much the same deal. We do cool down a little bit with highs in the upper 90s to low 100s, and we haven't seen upper 90s for what feels like a long time. So, and here's Wednesday, pretty much the same deal. Highs in the low 100s, abundant sunshine. Same thing on Thursday, and same thing on Friday. Here's Saturday as the weekend begins. Not much change here. We still stay very dry with highs in the upper 90s to low 100s, and same thing on Sunday. And here's a week from today. This is actually Monday morning of next week, Monday, July 30th. Do note that 594 heat ring basically moves off to the west, which opens the door for a upper level trough to basically affect the much of the central part of the United States. As a result, it pushes down a cold front from the north, and if that were to verify, that would mean we'll have a good chance of scattered showers and thunderstorms Monday morning of next week at least. But of course this is of course a week out, and a lot can still change, but it's been indicated by the global models for a couple of days now, and that if that were to verify, highs will be in the mid 90s, which would be about 20 degrees cooler than recent days, more than 20 degrees cooler than recent days. And here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Wednesday, the first day of August. You can see that we have that trough in our area, and down here that would remain dry if that were to verify, and highs would be in the mid 90s if that were to verify. But you can see for the numbers for the next 15 days, we fall into a more tolerable kind of hot, with highs basically in the upper 90s to low 100s. It's not in the not in the 110 range, but more in the low 100s. But as we get into early August, highs will basically fall to the mid to upper 90s, which is a good thing, and lows will basically stay in the upper 70s to low 80s. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'm Notes in the blog. The next video here should be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can, catch your local TV stations on the air at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.